I said I wasn't going to speak, but then I realized everybody up here's been a man. That's not fair, right? I came to this Presbyterian and was very welcomed by this man at a dinner party. He spent the whole evening trying to find out if I was older than him or not. Age seemed to be an important thing to Charles. But anyway, we all know he can laugh at himself, just like he can laugh with us. He's got the best sense of humor of almost any friend I have. And I just really wish for him that he takes some time for himself in retirement, that he doesn't continue working full time. And you have been a real blessing to all of us, Charles. Thank you very much.
That's Brenda Bartler. She went to the same church as Charles in Grace Bay. And they live up here now.
Oh, okay.
Her husband Phil used to work for CDC. Yeah, that's the head office.
Now, a great church.
I'll fill in for a moment. You probably all know my husband Glenn was a colleague of Glenn's, of Charles, and this whole retirement has brought back a lot of very humorous memories. They laughed together so well, I think sometimes they nearly killed each other. But anyway, he was a great colleague and good friend of Glenn's, and I always felt close to him because of that, and all the laughter they shared.
Okay, by all means.
Good evening, folks. For those who don't know me, my name is Brian Knight. I'm the deputy mayor here in Stellarton. I just want to thank Charles. He's been a great comrade here. So he's always been there for us. He's with the fire department. He's been the passenger at the fire department for many years. The only thing I can say, he's from Grace Bay. I'm from the Waterford, but I've accepted him anyway. Congratulations on your retirement, Charles, and I hope you don't move too far. My regrets from the mayor, he's away today, but he asked me to come. We dropped a little plaque off for him. Thank you, congratulations. Thank you.
You're going to be able to sit for a while. Is there anybody else that would like to say anything? All right, I have some emails.
Say something.
He just said, oh my. Anyway, this is from Reverend John Dunnett. Yes, John from the Baptist. Dear Charles, congratulations on reaching this place in your work life and your walk with Jesus. On behalf of all your friends and co-workers at the Pictou County Council of Churches, I want to thank you for your years of great service to the broader community. Thank you for all that you have done, but especially for the work that you have done with the Spiritual Care Committee of the Aberdeen Hospital. You have been used to leave God's fingerprints on many lives. I personally want to thank you for the warm welcome and help you provided as I began my time of ministry in Pictou County. A family commitment prevents me from being with you in person today, but my thoughts are with you as you walk into new adventure with Jesus in the weeks, the months, and years ahead. A fellow servant of our Lord Jesus, John Dunnett.
Nice.
I have another one here. Congratulations, Reverend Charles. You have brought so many great memories for me. One of the best times of my life is getting married in the church with you, large and in charge. You were also there for me and my family during one of the saddest times with the passing of my father, Gerald Reed. You were great on both occasions, and I cannot thank you enough. These are only a few of the selfless acts that you have performed throughout your service to God. Congrats on your retirement. I am sure the big fellow up above is giving you 2 thumbs up for your service. Many happy thoughts are sent to you, your way, from the west coast of BC, Phil and Rhonda Reed. P.S. I am sure the Lord has your on standby, though. Hello, Father Charlie. I never thought of you having the ability to become elderly and retire like the rest of us. One of your services was a defining point in my life. I went into your church, the one I was baptized in, and took a front seat because I was upset because my mother, Isabel Murray, was going to die that night, or at the most the next day. I sat in the church and didn't feel bad mentally, but my body suddenly began to tremble. I tried to pull myself out of the downward spiral to a total mental breakdown in front of your congregation, but my body ceased to respond to my commands. It was like I was a pilot in a plane heading in a straight down nosedive to the ground, and the stick I was pulling on with all my might was not responding to my commands. Then you told the yellow joke. A man, like everyone, everything yellow. So he painted every single item in his house. Yellow pots, pans, walls, clothes, everything. Then he got jaundice. His father called the doctor and waited outside the house for an hour for the doctor to come out. When he came out, they said, "How is he?" And the doctor responded, "I don't know. I couldn't find him." My imminent mental meltdown instantly turned into hysterical laughter, and my mental state returned to normal. I never experienced anything like that in my life, and never hope I ever do again. That was in 2011, and to my dying day, I will always refer to that event as the day I was saved by the yellow joke. The next morning after my mother died, I went down to Lourdes to thank and personally apologize to your good friend with Father Rankin from Cape Breton for the way my Pentecostal family treated him when he was a most beautiful prayer for my mother shortly before she died. He said, "Yes, people can be ignorant. I'm going to Newfoundland on Friday, so I will unfortunately miss your retirement party. You will be missed. I have no doubt that if you had lived back in Jesus' time, you would have been picked to be a 12th disciple. Thank you for saving a fellow Masonic brother and for the beautiful funeral service you gave my father and mother. I wish you all the best in retirement. God bless." Can you guess? Sandy Murray, a most conservative Presbyterian. Okay, I see there's more people waiting, but anyway, as you can see, I have a few. But I don't want to keep you too late, so you're keeping an eye. Charles, I want to send you a quick note to say how very happy I am for you to have reached this monumental occasion in your professional career. You have done so very much for our community throughout your time at First Church. I often wondered how you were able to keep such a wonderful outlook and positive attitude, all the while helping so many people through some of the hardest days of their lives. You don't need to tell me, you don't need to tell, or I think that should say, I don't need to tell you this, but what you have done with your life has mattered to so many people. You have offered those lost souls a light on some of the darkest paths they have walked. You have offered guidance without prejudice or judgment, and to many, a friendly ear is just as important as the answer to a question. You were always present at community functions, and you took the lead by sheer presence alone, not an easy feat. You helped many navigate the deep waters of sorrow so that they knew they were never alone. I would like to say thank you for your phone call soon after we lost my father. I am still dealing with the loss, and I feel his absence every day. Thank you for everything, Charles. I wish you and Pauline all the happiness that retirement brings. You have more than earned it. Take care of yourself. I hope we continue to bump into each other at the post office. And this is from David Steves. Did you? Okay. Charles, not to make you feel old or anything, but I remember first meeting you at the Springfield Manse where Reverend Edgar Dewar and family lived. I was but a young lass in high school, LOL. Charles, you have been such a great support and friend to me over the years. I wish you the very best in your retirement, and I hope you and Colleen will have great days ahead. With much love and respect, Debbie Stewart. And another one here. Congratulations on your retirement, Charles. I hope you have a celebration, many good years of retirement, and some well-deserved relaxation. Sorry I will be away and unable to be at your party. Have fun and God bless. Sandra McCloud. Dear Charles, on behalf of our session and the entire congregation of Zion Presbyterian Church, that's in Charlottetown, we wish to extend our sincere congratulations and best wishes on the occasion of your retirement from First Presbyterian Church in Stellarton. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you've been ministering to the good people of Presbyterian Church for close to 34 years. Well, he's close. This is an amazing accomplishment and a glowing testament to what a good fit there has been between yourself and your flock. While Montreal might have been on your mind before landing in this part of Nova Scotia, isn't it wonderful how God's calling provides such wisdom and direction in all our lives? It has always been a pleasure to cross paths with you at Synod or General Assembly, and your great wit and passion for life has left an indelible impression on all who have come in contact with. My only regret is that I've not been able to attend your retirement reception today, but I do have a good excuse. We have the moderator of the PCC on Prince Edward Island today, along with Glenn Davis, oh my, and the Vancouver Orpheus Men's Choir. It's Zion's 176th anniversary weekend. Looking forward to seeing you at General Assembly next week, and again express our sincere congratulations on your amazing career and wish you the best for all you undertake in the coming years. Respectfully, John Barrett, Clerk of Session, Zion Church in Charlottetown. So you can say greetings from us. On behalf of the session and congregation of St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church in Waikato, Nova Scotia, please extend our best wishes to Reverend Charles on his retirement from full-time ministry. Our congregation has been blessed with Reverend Charles' presence on different occasions. We send our love and best wishes to him and his wife Colleen, in their future endeavors. Fred Matthews, Clerk of Session. I don't know, folks, we might be here for a while. Hi, Reverend Charles. Wishing you and your lovely wife an enjoyable retirement.
Lovely.
No doubt Cape Breton will be one of your travel destinations. Whatever your plans for the future, may they be truly blessed with happiness and lots of laughter. All the best, Renee and Barry Fraser, Timberley, Nova Scotia.
I married them.
Okay, congratulations on a job well done from the Stellarton Area's Lions Club. And then, hi Charles, I would like send wishes to you of a happy retirement and best wishes, Ellen Jardine.
Cute.
Best wishes. While I am not able to join you in your celebration, I would like very much to extend my congratulations and best wishes to Reverend Charles on his retirement from full-time ministry. I am sure I'm not alone in hoping that you know what your ministry has meant to the church. Thank you. Sincerely, Reverend Peter McDonald.
Good friend.
Congratulations on your many years of service in the Presbyterian Church. We've known you for nearly all of them. Happy retirement, and that is from Maria and I believe Hank Venus. Charles, wishing all the very best to you, Charles, in your well-deserved retirement. We will never forget how much joy you brought to our wedding ceremony and our first meeting back in 1997. You have an amazing capacity to bring love, joy, laughter, and positivity to every situation, and it is our wish that all of this and more be life's blessings are returned to you in even greater measurement. And this is from Robin McLean. Charles, little did I know, dear cousin, that I went to visit you in the Glace Bay General Hospital after your birth, that you would accomplish so much. We wish you all the best in your retirement. We hope you find lots of time for relaxation, woodworking, and fishing. Your mom would be so proud of your accomplishments, as we are. Congratulations on your success. Love, Debbie and Dan. Good afternoon, Charles. We are wishing you a happy and well-deserved retirement. Unfortunately, Diane and I have other commitments on Saturday and will be unable to attend your celebration. Enjoy your day of retirement, Bill and Diane Gordon. Have a happy retirement. Love, Ellen Jardine. Okay, oh, for heaven's sakes. Dear First Church in Stellarton, please add my name to the list of those who sincerely regret that it is not possible to attend Charles' retirement party. Please pass on my appreciation to Charles for all his varied ministerial work over the years. I appreciated his clerkship of the presbytery. I also laughed at his stories and impersonations. Blessings and prayers for Charles, for the presbytery, and for the church in Stellarton. He will be missed. Don Shepherd. Didn't realize it was that long since he retired. Hello, Charles. I'm unable to attend on the 27th, but wanted to wish you and Colleen much happiness and a long and exciting retirement. Thanks for all your messages in the past and hope there will be more in the future. God bless. Pat Emery, Westbury. Dear Reverend Charles, congratulations and best wishes on your retirement. May the Lord continue to bless you as you enter this new chapter of life. In honor of your retirement, St. Paul's has made a donation to PWS&D. Sincerely, John McDonald, on behalf of the session and congregation of St. Paul's Presbyterian Church, Glace Bay. We all know John, Big John. Another good morning. I think I read, we wishing. No, that one is a repeat. Oh. Dear Charles, Lisa and I want to congratulate you on your retirement from such a rewarding career, serving your congregation all those years, and also the years to come. We are sorry we can't attend the celebration tomorrow, but our thoughts will be with you and Colleen on this day to honor all your accomplishments. Congratulations, cousin. Love, Brenda and Lisa. Wishing you, Charles, all the best in your retirement. Unfortunately, I have other commitments tomorrow and will be not able to attend, but wanted to extend congratulations and wishes for many happy years of retirement. Mary Chestnut. And then on behalf of the Middle River Presbyterian Church, I would also like to send our best wishes on your retirement. We fondly remember your years spent in the Hopewell Pastoral Charge, and you will always have a special place in our thoughts and prayers. And that is also, Mary wrote that on behalf of the congregation. Congratulations on your well-deserved retirement, Charles. We go a long way back to your beginning, your ministry in Hopewell. Wishing you a very happy, healthy future. Take good care, my friend. Edith always enjoyed your visit. Couldn't believe you were a minister. Nancy and Roger Cadell.
I lived across the street.
Hi, congratulations on your retirement. Sorry I can't attend, as I am attending my granddaughter's dance recital. Enjoy. Brenda Fraser, Blair Church, Garden of Eden. And the last one. Dear Charles, congratulations on your retirement. Everyone in Toronto, from the Taylors to the Agars, wish you a happy and leisurely day filled with lasting memories. Sending you love and best wishes. Cheers. Cindy, Matthew, Melissa, Terrell, Tiana, Ariana, and Mateo. P.S. You'll have to treat yourself to a good book. Maybe a trip to Doug's is in order. As they say, you can never have too many books, just too little shelving space.
That's mad.
I believe that might be your nephew saying that too. Okay, that's it. I'm finished. I have nothing else to say. It's up to you.
Here we go. This will be brief, partly because I'm overwhelmed and partly because I'm starving to death. I didn't have any goodies when I came in, so anyway, here I am. And I guess, I've made a living in this presbytery saying goodbye to people. But on the other side of the coin, I've said hello to a lot of wonderful people that I've been very privileged and happy to have worked beside. And in my congregations, I have laughed a lot with you, and I have cried a lot with you. We've been together. We got to know each other very well. And I still believe that, in the words of the great comedian Red Stellarton, some people quote Karl Barth, I quote Red Stellarton. That'll hold on quite, I'm sure. But Red Stellarton once said at the end of one of his shows that laughter truly is the hand of God on the shoulders of a weary world. And I have made it my life to present the gospel in as clear as I can, using a lot of humor, a lot of stories, and I had great mentors in that way. My minister, Angus McKinnon in Glace Bay, talked in stories. He was from Alt Bay in Scotland, and he had a great mystical quality about him. But with every story, you knew he could see Christ in everything. And that's what I've attempted to do through stories. Another great mentor and example was Glenn MacDonald. And certainly Glenn told me, don't be afraid to use humor. You're good at it. Keep on using it, for God's sake. So I've endeavored to do that. And of course, I'm not going to ever write my memoirs. I'll spare the world of that and save a tree or two, because memory is my diary, and I have a lot of precious memories in my book up here, and I will cherish those forever as I cherish you. Now, if I were to write a book, I could spend chapters on things like incidents with animals, and things like weddings. Remember one time I married a couple in a brand new horse barn that they had built. And I wasn't conscious that the horse was behind me in a stall. And everything I said, the horse would react. So, I would say, if anyone has any objection on the union melody form, please declare it. And of course, behind me was this, So, in one easy lesson, I turned a wedding ceremony into a Marx Brothers movie. Because the horse would keep winning until finally I looked back and I said, your picture would look good on a can of chum. Didn't do any good. One other time, these things usually happen at weddings that happen outside of the church. You invite a lot of adventures, whether you're prepared or not. And I had a wedding up in the field in Churchville. They had tents set up for the reception. Everything was quite lovely. And I didn't have anywhere to change. So I dressed before I left the house. I put my cassock on and tabs across the whole works. Drove up and got out of the car and started running through the field towards the tent. And two young boys were there kicking a football around. And I heard one of them say, "My God, nobody told me the Queen was going to be here." So, it was a lovely royal blue. Anyway, time, I met a dear woman I knew well, and I was doing a service. I finished a service at Glenhaven Manor. Nursing home services were always well appreciated. And the woman said to me, and I'm sure she didn't mean it this way, but she said, "Oh, Mr. McPherson," she said, "my husband dearly loves your services, and he loves your preaching, especially since he lost his mind." I took it the right way. I took it the right way. And I know the moderator of the assembly mentioned my involvement ecumenically here in the town, and that has been a strength of the churches in the town. We lived through an era where we had the best of music in each of the churches, a tremendous choirs. The ecumenical choir was something else, and it was led by Sister Blanche Gillis, and many of you will remember Sister Blanche, and I had the privilege of speaking at her funeral when she passed. But I know I've always been fortunate to have had good relationships with the clergy in the other churches. I had lunch just yesterday with the new minister, Sharon St. John, June Yoke. And anyway, as of now, the two of us are ministerial, so we're going to be planning on some lunches together. But the priests in Lourdes have been great friends, and I remember one story that strikes me as funny because it happened to two other clergy that I know very well that were mistaken for one another. Father Bill Burke and I resembled one another. We have the same build. And anyway, when Colleen's aunt died, when she passed away, I sat with the family at the funeral in Lourdes, and Father Burke had officiated. And at the grave, he allowed me to take the prayer, and then back to the hall for a reception. And one dear, kind, older lady came up to me and she said, "Oh, Father, your sermon in the funeral, your homily, was just tremendous." And I said, "Oh, it wasn't me." And she said, "I know, Father, it's always the Lord, isn't it?" So, what could I say? Anyhow, certainly time is going, and I'm so thankful for this wonderful occasion that was planned by incredible people. Susan and Brenda, certainly I am so pleased to have Susan as the clerk of session, and Brenda as an elder, ruling elder here. She's good experience coming from St. Paul's Church. I'm glad she and Phil decided to make this their church home, as many others have. Certainly, I was tremendously strengthened in my ministry by the eldership of this congregation. Very conscientious, very, very faithful, and counted everyone as good friends. And so I told the presbytery the other evening when the moderator visited last year, Dan Scott. We had supper one night, June Key and Colleen and I and Dan. And Dan had been in his church for well over 25 years. And he asked me how long I had been here. And I said, well, next August I'll be there 33 years. And Dan said, wow, you must be really good at apologizing. And I said, well, yes, I'm I've done that a few times. And I know, certainly through this time, I've made more than one mistake, and I always thought it's a good way of showing people that clergy are human and prone to imperfection, and I've been prone to it more than once. But I must say in closing that my deepest appreciation goes to Colleen. And I want to thank you people for providing me with a wife, faithful wife, who has brought certainly more meaning and joy to my life than you can ever imagine. I was going to say, oh, you all join us for supper. Anyway, please stay, please socialize, because I haven't eaten anything yet, and I'd like to socialize with you for a little while. Oh my goodness.
On behalf of the congregation, we have a gift here for Reverend Charles, and we'd like him to open it while everyone is here.
Oh, well.
It's a big picture of you.
What's that?
It's a big picture of you.
I hope not.
Beautiful. Thank you so